Hi, let's make some pizza. For this, we're going to start off with the ellipse tool, and we're going to drag out to create an ellipse. As we drag out, I'm going to hold shift actually so that we can strain it to be an exact circle. Once you've done that, you should have this bounding box around the outside, and on the right hand side you'll see that if I put my cursor over it, there's a little sort of pie icon that appears underneath the cursor. This means that we can grab this point and drag it, and then we can change the shape of it. So we can create something that looks like a Pac-Man, for instance. But in this case, I actually sort of want the opposite of that. I want this to be this part right here. So I could just drag it all the way around. But the other thing you can do is, if we go up to the top, whilst you're still on the ellipse tool, and you find where it says shape, you can then switch this right here so that it's facing the opposite way, or it's inversed if you like. So the area which is visible is here. Also in the properties, I can expand this once I've finished. So if I scroll down here a little bit, this part's hidden right now in my layout. So I'm just going to scroll down and then expand shape. So this is just a simple triangular shape now with a curve on it. Now I've made that part of it. Let's make this just a little bit bigger. And I'm going to reduce the stroke a little bit. Okay, to make the crust part of it, what I'm going to do is grab this and drag it across to kind of offset it. And then holding Option to duplicate it. And then we can select and delete this, either using Pathfinder, so I can divide it here with Pathfinder and then hit delete. Or another way you could do it is with the Shape Builder tool. If I select across here and then choose the Shape Builder tool, you can see that if I select into this area, I can Option click to delete that part of it. So both those tools do a similar thing in that case. You see we've still got these two separate shapes which are left behind. So now if I wanted to add something else to here, now this is actually a little bit different than if I'd done divide in Pathfinder. If I'd done divide in Pathfinder, I wouldn't end up with these two different shapes. What I would end up with is this. I'll drag this across, again holding Option, duplicate, select both of them, hit divide and delete this. So now what I'll end up with is these two separate shapes. There isn't the one underneath, which is complete. So it's slightly different, and it would make a difference in this next step. So I'm going to do a couple of circles here to represent pepperoni on the pizza, and then I'm going to select all of those and also select this triangular shape underneath. And then with Pathfinder, I'm going to divide it. In reality, I didn't really need to select this one necessarily. I just need to be able to get rid of these parts here. So there we go. We've got a piece of pizza, which is maybe a symbol for a logo for a pizza joint, or maybe it's a symbol which represents fast food or something like that. It's a very simplified, iconic image of pizza. All right, that's it. See ya.